Great game, Niner game. Um, so I had a buddy of mine who got a titanium iPhone, and he says he hasn't done anything unusual, and that his phone is scratched to hell. And I think that has to do with some materials, even though they're hard, they still scratch. And the trouble with that is that the scratches show up so easily. So the scratches show up better on the harder materials. And they got fuel tanks in the military you can shoot a bullet through and it'll seal itself. Too bad your iPhone doesn't do that, right? My goodness, it's scratched as shit already. Is anyone else having that trouble? I'm not going to get another iPhone for years. Years. It's going to be at least another 3 years before I even think about getting it. I have a 12 Pro. Good enough for me. Um, I never did. I never was one of those people that had to have the new phone every year. You know what I mean? Uh, when I had my 5, I went 65 weeks without even updating it one time. So I'm not this fetishized, gotta have one every year bullshit. But is anyone else having their titanium phones scratch really easy? Also, putting glass on the back of an iPhone is the dumbest fucking idea I've ever heard of. It's like putting glass on their remote controls for their Apple TVs, because it's like $80 for one of those things. Okay? And people set it in their lap and they get up and they drop it. Now, they did the drop test on that, and at 2 feet, which is pretty much what's going to happen when the average person stands up from their waist, 2 feet, and they're breaking. And I would never fucking buy anything like that. Also, I told AWOL, we need a cover for this. You see, the remote control for my TV over there, it's $200 if you can find one. It has a rubber case on it, and it has, okay, since day one, because there's no controls on that TV. None. Now, yeah, I can use a Samsung TV remote to turn it on. Oh, fuck. That was so stupid. Jesus. Classic mistake for a fumble. But we need a cover for this. It's almost the same shape as that one. I might do some measurement and see if I can at least cover part of this, because there's no controls on the projector. And there is no universal remote that I can use for my projector, which is why I'm going to buy because I'm upgrading to the Pro. Steve is swapping this out for me. And by the way, I'm going to show that online so that people can see, because people are like, did you actually get your projector? All kinds of bullshit stories, okay? You'll see how fast it happens. Yeah, I'm going to buy an extra remote and put it up, because without this, nothing happens. I have these little trolleys that I set all of my remotes in so that I don't leave them on my lap. And I make it a habit of taking this and putting it in the trolley like that. Okay, I make a habit of it, because if I stand up and I break it, I have no way of turning it on or off or anything. I'm fucked. So, hey, we need a covering or a case for this, okay? Otherwise, a one-button order. Order new remote, one button, and make it easy. It was the one thing I hated about that TV, is not a single fucking button on it anywhere. You can't even turn it off without the remote. But at least the older Samsungs will let me use it to a degree, but it doesn't have all of the functionality that this one has. Half of my TV would disappear without that remote. So yeah, they're $200 if you can find one, and most of them are rebuilt. Same thing with the boxes, the One Connect. Okay, I just used my new one that I bought back in late 2015. I used that and the proprietary cable, so it has a new box and new cable. So yeah, I still have the old one. It has one bad circuit in it because again, that's why I don't like TVs that are like that with this proprietary. Yeah, you only have one cable that comes out of the TV, and I understand that, okay? But the cable's proprietary. You just can't fucking buy it. You can't go up to Best Buy or something and buy that. Same thing with the remote control. It wasn't available from anywhere except for Samsung. I got mine through Amazon. And I knew when I got the TV, having two Samsungs, each one coming with one remote, if I broke either one of those remotes, I would be short and I'd be screwed. So I bought everything that I needed. One remote went bad on this one, so I used up my spare remote, I've used up my spare box, and I've used up my spare cable. Now I'm screwed if anything else happens. But let me know if your iPhone titanium is scratching easily.